poisonous substance that is specifically product of metabolic activities of a living organism and is usually very unstable and noticeable toxins. As you see, toxins are on waste remain after excretion happens in the body, which will increase certain level of our cholesterol, our own lipids, uric acids, water and toxins, and blood and etc. So any level which is increased from the cholesterol, increased level of lipids, increased level of uric acids will be converted as toxins in our body. As you see in this picture on the first slide, as a detail shows as a picture of veins, arteries, which is accumulated with our toxins, fats and deposits. Second picture, which is shown obesity, and one picture of it is showing on toxin, which is accumulated throughout all the organs. And how does toxins bring us as a human? How does it affect in our body? Right. The next slide shows on sickness by toxins and toxin deposits. Well, what are the sickness caused by toxins in our body? Toxins are poisons, the enzyme in our body. It does not allow actually the hemoglobin in our blood, which will reduce the body capacity to prevent free radicals. Toxins also damage the organs internally. It will damage the DNA, aging degeneration. It also damages the cell agings, membranes so do not work or respond properly. Toxins damage cell membrane, so it does not help to fulfill the activation of the cell. Toxins also interfere with our hormone and cause imbalance in hormone. It especially happens in women compared to men. Compared to a man, what are the toxins can be or related in our body? Blocked arteries, obesity, heart attack, increased in blood pressure, increased in hyperglycemic or sugar level, or lack of probiotic. Either it can be lack of probiotic or increased of probiotic, which will lead into skin conditions. Yeah, which it will lead into skin acne, as you see in the picture. Now, next is toxins. Liver gets to toxins and liver and gallbladder. Yeah, how does it toxins affect in our liver? Okay, as you see in this picture, liver helps to control our acidification, or it controls or filters our fats in our body. It absorbs and digests our fats in our body. It also absorbs oil fats in our body. It will change, or the blood will become blood acidification. As it becomes acidification, aging blood vessels happens. As blood aging happens, it will become as high viscosity, high blood viscosity, hyperlipidemia, microthrombus, which can lead into fatty liver, which can lead into cholecystitis, liver cirrhosis, metabolic arthritis, right? Okay. Toxins accumulated in spleen, stomach, and intestine. The general function of a stomach is where our foods are digested into, where it will come from the esophagus, it enters our food into our stomach. From there, it will convert into energy and waste material. The waste material, it will be sucked out to our duodenum. Through the help of duodenum and the membranes around it, it will convert into our small intestine, and it helps to move on from small to large intestine to rectum. This is a normal, general way of this function of organ. Yeah? What will will happen if fats around our intestines are getting accumulated? Why are these accumulating? It's because of the cell or membranous cell in between or to the side of the wall is the cell is not functioning properly. As the cell is not functioning properly, fats gets to accumulate. It's not activated, and the function of the organ is not proper. So slowly it becomes degenerate. As it degenerate, fats gets to store, and it gets to toxin. As the toxins gets to increase day by day, it becomes a starch over there. So what will happen if the toxins accumulated there? Constipation. The general, you can see constipation, gastritis, gastric ulcer, all this can be indicated. Also, you will have bad breath through this. Yeah? Okay. Toxins accumulated in lungs. Normally, what is the function of a lung? Lung helps to improvise our breathing level. It will intake of oxygen and as much as oxygen to help internally to fluctuate our blood with oxygenate with the help of heart. And if it's not helping, the airway is being blocked, or the bronchus or the bronchi has been blocked, this proper functioning would not happen. It will clot. It will cause of rhinitis. Rhinitis is nasal inflammation. Pharyngitis is inflammation of pharynx towards your trachea. Tracheitis, the main trachea inflamed. Bronchitis, where your inflammation of bronchi, the passage or the airway passage has been blocked. Pneumonia, where you will have air filter or the alveoli or air sacs will be damaged. So all these can be accumulated through the toxins. Next will be toxins which accumulate in kidney. Okay, before I go into kidney, I'll just briefly give you an introduction of kidney. Kidney's function is to excrete our waste. Each kidney, both our kidney excretes our waste. How does it happen? Internally, we have several nephron activation or cycle each kidney. Each kidney produced nephrons, and these nephrons will be bound with the help of cell membrane inside the kidney. If one of the cell membrane gets to degenerate, the function would not be there. Okay, it filters our wastage from our blood and it transfers it throughout our urine. That is a very layman term for you to understand, so I'm trying to say that. And then it will try to execute all these unwanted materials in our body and try to throw out or push out through our urine. Now, what are the symptoms that can cause? You can see certain symptoms here, like night sweat, body frailness, dizziness, ringing ears in the sense, sound in the ear, distraction, you get over distracted, constipation, your bladder and bowel movements is not healthy. Dysuria, urgency or urinary urgency, that means you would have tender to have urine but you can't urinate, and you have frequent urination. Asthma, people who have narrowing of your bronchioles, loss of libido, back pain, all these can be the symptoms of your unhealthy kidney. This is due to reduced function of your kidney. Why? Your reduced function of your cellular level internally. It also produces as a kidney stones internally. Yeah. Okay. Next, toxins accumulated in the heart. Heart's function is to travel out the oxygenated blood to all over your organs, and or it supplies to what all over your body parts, your upper and your both lower lobes. So if your blood has been thick, that means thick thicken happens or viscosity happens in your blood, which has been um, and additionally, it will increase of your glucose level, increase in your lipid level, increase of your fats and everything. Your blood gets to thicken. As it thickens, it carries our fats internally towards all your arteries, especially your coronary artery, and not even coronary artery, all your main basic arteries. What will happen? Day by day, it starts to accumulate. What it accumulates your lipids, and sooner or later, it becomes blocked, which can cause coronary artery diseases, which can cause myocardial infarction, which can cause heart failure and cardiomyopathy. So coronary artery diseases are those outer, you can say, as a blocked, okay? Myocardial infarction is a heart attack due to several blocks. Cardiomyopathy or cardiomyopathy is enlargement of your heart because it becomes harder. Your heart muscles becomes harder. And heart failure happens due to all these contributing factor. So toxins origins. Let us see what are the source of toxins. Here are several sources that can explain. First source, you can see a picture of polluted air. Second picture shows food, junk food. Third picture, Third picture shows about your vehicle and pollutions and much more, etc. As all this becomes, we inhale the unwanted chemical reaction, we inhale. The vehicle pollutions, we inhale. And we eat what kind of food? More on carb food, more on unhealthy food, too much of starch, too much of sweets, which can lead into toxins. Toxins can be made. It is because things are supposed to be excreted. It should be excreted. If the remaining, as you say, as a toxins happens in our body, it becomes accumulation. Once it becomes accumulated, things gets grow, and that's how our diseases gets to grow. So these are the main source, or this is the origins of toxins. Yeah. Okay. What we can do to rid off the toxins from our body? Systemic detox without delay. Yeah. We're going to talk basically on the product now. Okay. Wuching Herbal Pack 3.0 is due to a dual action target formula, which removes toxins built in visceral organs such as liver, kidney, heart, spleen. This will clear your obstructed or hematobiliary or intestinal detoxification channel. With the help of liver and gallbladder, it will help the detoxification channel to open and clear the unwanted toxins. Yeah. As a result, the toxins are dislodged from the organ and eliminate out. The detox system also cleansed and also repair the cells and the tissues. It doesn't only detox, but it also regenerate, rebuild your unhealthy cells or unproductive cells. It gives a new life, regenerated and activate a normal function of a cell, and normal function of your organ can be seen after utilizing this detox. So Wuching Herbal Pack quantum resonance based formula such as atomic nuclear electrons. Okay. Okay. How does toxins and what does the toxins eliminates actually within what I've already told and explained you just now? Toxins have been removed within 24 hours. What does it eliminate? It eliminates the systemic toxic deposit, like purifies the blood. It permeates the internal organ. It reduces the blood pressure. It reduces the glucose level. It also removes the cholesterol, your body cholesterol, lipids, fats, and it also reduces your blood uric acidity and reduce the thickness of blood, which is stated as blood viscosity. Okay, it is a source, a very beautiful source for those who are in obesity line. It also enhances the appetite and sweet sleep. Okay, it's a very, very good source for these people. Okay, How does this detox take place? Okay, as here I've already showed, number one, if you have steps, several steps here, I'm going to show and tell about very simple way. As you consume the detox, it goes into our stomach and it binds with our stomach acid. It's bind to our stomach, it will be flushing to your duodenum. With the help of your bile, that means gallbladder will secrete bile. Okay, your pancreas will secrete digestive juice. Both this enzyme will be taken to our small intestine. The small intestine, with the help of both combination of bile and pancreatic juice, it will help the aid of digestion. That means help to digest the proper way. And after it has been digested, it will throw out, it will flush towards the large intestine. As it goes to a large intestine, water which it's need, it will be absorbed, and the remaining waste, it will be flushing out as our stool or urine and everything. This is the basic, how does it detox take place in our body. Okay, here are some of the corresponding tables that I've already shared here. Okay, this states what actually happens in our body and where does it really tackles. That means which organ does it detox and what are the color indication and what you can look after, what kind of more on, you can say, problems you can be seeing. Okay, if you have these certain problems, you can be seeing this color discharge and everything. So first of all, we'll be looking at a lung toxins. Yeah, lung toxins, if when we take the detox and it's been detoxed, the lung toxins will be in white, which can be one of the, what are the cause of lung problems like tracheitis, pharyngitis, rhinitis, and psoriasis. Okay, tracheitis is inflammation of your trachea, inflammation of the pharynx, inflammation of your nasal. All this can clear it, and once it cleared, it can this more and white tissue. The stool will be in white. Okay. So what you can see in your liver deficiencies, liver you can see more on green. Your stools can be in green in color. So what are the things that you can overlook? What kind of problems of a liver can be shown as green? Those liver deficiencies can be high cholesterol, fatty liver, alcoholic people, those who are consuming or consumption of high alcohol intake, cholesma, hyperplasia, ovarian cyst to people who having overweight, so especially women, ovarian cyst, which can also induce in endometriosis, yeah, gallbladder problems, liver cirrhosis, uterine fibroids, and etc. So these are the listed deficiency, liver deficiency that you can associate with in green in color events. Once you've been detoxed, and the detox tool will be in green. Yeah? Okay, there's a kidney will be detoxed mostly in black in color. So we look at what are the deficiencies here. Kidney stones, as I said just now, gout. Gout is due to increase of uric acid. This causes gout. Increased of prostate gland, especially for the men. Okay, increased more than 5, level 5, it will be inducing this kind of things. And uremia, low drive of sex. Okay, these kind of problems can be initiated with this detox, and if you've already taken the detox, you can see more in blackish. Yeah? Heart problems that you can see here is coronary artery, angina, hypertension, stroke, and arteriosclerosis. This is more on fats or lipids which accumulated in your arteries or vein vessels. We can see the fats which has been stooled out, which can see more on reddish, brownish as a patch there. So what you can see after detox, after you've taken the detox. Okay, in your spleen, what are the color? It's more into yellow color. This is once it's detoxed in your spleen organ, yeah? So you can, those who are having gastritis, very bad gastric, inflammation of your gastric juice gets trouble, constipation, and all this kind of problems accumulating. This can be detoxed, and once you've detoxed, this is the outcome of what you have lipids or what have been screened out from that particular organ. Okay. Okay, usage and precautions. Let me talk about how to take this watching herbal detox and a precaution on this. Yeah. Okay. Before taking our watching detox, I would always recommend and tell you, always emphasize this: caffeine and alcohol would not be emphasized for this almost 3 days of taking. Okay. Okay, so this 3 days will be probably it will be phased on the first, especially. Sorry for the interruption because people are praying, yeah, and I'm still conducting my presentation. Well, this will be, we have around 6 bottles, which has 100 ml. Each bottle contains 100 ml, 4 with food and beverage, 2 with lemon and olive oil substance. Okay, this will be conducted into 2 days. It will be separated into three hours. That means you are supposed to take this, if you are supposed to take this on your leave, because this will detox. That means you will be frequently going to the washroom to detox yourself. So what I always advise is to take this product during your off periods. Recommended. Okay, so we have time frame for this. This will be taken on Friday. For example, if you're taking on Friday and your Saturday, Sundays are off, so I will recommend on, let's say we are taking on Friday. Friday after 2, exactly after your lunch, after your 2 o'clock, you are not supposed to take heavy meals. Yeah, you're not supposed to take any heavy meals. After that, you're supposed to take a lot of water. Always hydrate yourself. Around 6 o'clock, you'll be taking the food and beverage, the first bottle, exact 6 o'clock. Second, you will be taking exactly 8 o'clock, the second food and beverage, which is highlighted in green, yeah, green labeled. Third bottle will be 10 o'clock, that will be oil, olive oil and your lemon substance especially, yeah. Okay, in between 3 bottles, there will be to accumulate more water. As it states here, 400 milliliter will be recommended every 2 hours. But I would always suggest for taking a lot of water. It's not going to harm. It's going to detox your body and keep your body hydrated. And it regenerates your cells. It gives food for your cells. So water gives a supplementary for your body internal organs. And after the third bottle, you are not supposed to consume any drink. You're not supposed to eat. You're supposed to straight away go to the bed at night, yeah? The next morning, 6 o'clock again, you're supposed to take the fourth bottle, which is the food and beverage. Exact after 8 o'clock, you will take another bottle of food and beverage. After that, exact 8:05. After 8, just 5 minutes, try to set this in your phone, or if you are, try to set their time accordingly, 5 minutes to take this last bottle, exactly 5 minutes after. Then you try to loosen your bowel and bladder movements will happen. As you go, you will urge to go to the washroom. As you go to washroom, you will throw out your stools. Yes, you are trying to utilize, they will be providing a strainer. Try to utilize a strainer on your second attempt of going to washroom. That would be recommended to see what actually been detoxed, what organ has been detoxed. Okay, so far this is the usage of this watching detox. So now our watching detox are based on plants. It's a formula of herbal series, or strictly follow Chinese 5,000 years health wisdom essence, as it selected such precious Chinese herbal medicines as American or chia seeds, black sesame, the root of kunzu wine, ginkgo leaf, and etc. So all these are the main based plant. These are the effective plants that helping our detox product. Actually, it is more on plants. Some people they might be asking, is this non-veg or veg? This is 100% veg sourced or plant sourced ingredient. Yeah. Okay, who are the 11 people or who are the person who really urgently need our detox here? Those who often work or have overtime work, goes overseas business tripping, those who are midnight oil burning, people who are workaholic, okay, long-term alcohol drink, people who are sedative and working, those who are highly utilizing cosmetics, which is highly product of mercury depositions in your cosmetics, and then who needs a lot long duration of medication for people who are aging, who are blood pressure, who's having glycemic problem, who are having all this long-term problem. They might be taking a lot of administration of medication so long. So these kind of people need the detox actually. So excessive high fat or high calorie food, people who consuming a lot of fat foods, ice creams, chocolates, all these kind of people need this urgent detox. Okay, and not only that, oral administrative contraceptive people who are always having this contraceptive medication in our body. So those who are excessive eating spicy food and drinking alcohol, those people will actually recommended this detox. And long-term constipation, toxins or accumulation of pollution, internal and intestinal tract and your blood flow. Then also big emotional fluctuation, people who are stress due to work pressure, due to house pressure, these kind of people would have lots of side effects. And these kind of people need to go from clearance your body toxins. This how helps you to regenerate and bodies build up a good, healthy organs throughout this. People, those who have bad breath and skin itchiness, it always indicates because your internal function, especially your stomach, your intestine, is not healthy. That can be leading with one of symptoms. Your bad breath or skin itchiness can be the first sign and symptoms that you're having ulcer and all. These kind of people can be recommending detox. Not only that, people who are having obesity, childhood obesity, doesn't matter is the old age people or young age people, from a certain age, from the young around 20 to almost to 80s, or in between like 60 to 70, that would be most probably given to the detox as a to make themselves as healthy as possible and to regenerate their own internal cells. And also once they've activate the cell function, they have a good healthy organ, and that will support their healthy living. As a precaution, people who are pregnant, especially pregnant women, are not advised to take this detox. People who have already undergone surgery, at least 6 months or 6 to 7 months after then, you are supposed to consume this detox. You can be taken. That means breastfeeding mother are not allowed to take the detox. Please bear this, yeah? Okay. Now, this is important. The question that can be asked while my presentation just now, why should we avoid, especially, just a moment. Why should we avoid this caffeine or alcohol or drinks before this detox, or for these 2-3 days during the detox process? It's because caffeine excites, it will stimulate the sympathetic nerve system. What do you mean by sympathetic nerve system? Okay, sympathetic nerve system, it really helps to control your response, the fight and flight, which will prepare your body to respond in a physical activity. So that means intense physical activity, of sudden physical activity. This is the proper function of sympathetic. So if this thing gets to initiated, and the suppresses the parasympathetic nerve system, it will result, the gallbladder will becomes relaxed. As the gallbladder relaxes, your sphincter of Oddi gets to contract. And if this going to contract, it will stop or hinder the action of bile, okay, of your gallbladder stones or any cyst, okay, to detox happen with the help of duodenum. It will stop the duodenum and it will rendering the detoxification process, ineffectively. So it will stop the proper detoxification and it won't function ineffectively. So patient, okay, that is one. Patient with high blood pressure or diabetic, medication is need to be stopped. People who are in high blood pressure or people who are taking diabetic medication need to stop during the detox process, which is the detox process from 2 p.m., which I said, till the next day of 10 a.m. All right. If in case, please require medicine in case of sudden spike of blood pressure. If in case you shoot up with your blood pressure level or your sugar level, please do consult or call us for a proper education or seek consultation. Yeah. Okay. The thing that you're supposed to avoid after your detox is overeating, because it will cleanse out. As it cleanse out, it will improvise our metabolic. As it improvises, certain people, it can be, they tend to have more hunger. Certain people, they have less hunger. So if can, don't overeat. Eat healthy, doesn't matter, but do always eat healthy. Drink means don't drink alcohol. Avoid alcohol for a certain time, for some little time. And try avoid your smoking, because you just washed your internally. You try to regenerate your cellular now, and at the same time try to avoid high fat food or salt or sugar. This should be avoided through this detox program actually. So, and as this will be the last, and thank you. So with this, I conclude this evening is a product training session. So thank you very much.